Everything is just a mess. I'm back from Pennsylvania. 2 weeks ago I was in Ohio for the International Firewood Expo. Then the following week for Memorial Day I was out in Pennsylvania, and now I'm back and everything is just a mess. I don't know if where you're at, if you have white pine that releases its pollen this time of year. Everything is covered in the green pollen, like dust film. It's everywhere, all over the deck, all over everything. I spent the last few days getting the pool prepped and cleaned up because maybe today or tomorrow we are going to be getting the water delivered and filling it up. The other thing, the tadpoles have hatched. There's maybe 50,000 of them. I don't know. This year it's crazy. There's way more tadpoles than I don't think I've ever remember seeing. And I had plans to do some work in the woodyard. However, when I came back into the woodyard, along with the pollen being all over everything back here is also just kind of a mess. And it's been that way for a while now, and it's been something that's just been in the back of my mind that I wanted to deal with. I wanted to get something, get a little better, I don't know, storage. So over in the carport, behind the 37D and kind of by the Wolf Ridge there, I just had some stuff kind of just scattered about. And again, it just, anytime this pollen falls or it rains and stuff blows in, I just didn't have anywhere to really store anything. So I decided to take care of that. And little boss man and I, we ran up the road to Costco and came home with a little, I think they're called like deck boxes, storage boxes for a deck, but we are going to be using it here in the woodyard. It went together fairly easy. There's a few little things. But now, let me show you. What we have in here is just all of the things that were kind of laying about. Extra tripods, my axe, log ox, gloves, chaps, hearing protection. And this makes a handy little place to sit on or put your water bottle on. Just kind of fits in nice right there. I can easily move it around if I decide that's not the place where it's going to be. But it just helps keep things kind of organized. And now I can get rid of that pallet. One other thing, I did flip the Wolf Ridge around off of a comment someone left, some feedback from a viewer. And I think this will actually work out better because now I can just take these rounds and put them right over there, right where the log lift is, and into the tote. So I did make a little change with the Wolf Ridge. So this area back here, once that pallet's gone, this will kind of open up, and everything that I need, actually, right in here, I should take this. Now I have a place to put this. Right over here. There we go. The other log ox put away. So there was another area that needed some attention, and that was the shelter logic shelter. So inside the shelter logic here, it had become, I had moved back here a great big like desk that I had built originally and used in our basement. And it was something that we used and kind of accessed from both sides. And so it was pretty big. It took up a lot of space. And the more space you have, what happens is you end up just filling it with clutter. So the shelter logic here, today was a day to also clean this up. And it looked like this, and now it looks like this. So also at Costco, I picked up this is actually a outdoor storage shed, I guess, but I am going to put this little shed inside this shed. So I still have everything set up over here to process and work with the mini firewood. Got my boxes and all the stuff over here, and then everything that was in here has now been placed in here. I had a shelving unit in the garage that I wasn't using. Brought that back. So things are still a little chaotic, but it's an organized chaos. And this is going to work great to keep not only all of the dust and pollen and all that stuff off everything. It's going to work great just to keep everything kind of organized, and it actually frees up my shelter here I can bring the tractor in if needed. It does fit. I did check that. I did take the bumper off of the Yappa. If you're wondering what is on top of that little storage locker, that's the bumper off of the Yappa. So I can back in there and use the conveyor. It's easier to use the conveyor that way. So most of the day today it was raining, just like yesterday. So it was kind of nice just to be able to work in that little shelter and put that locker together, clean everything up. Now I have to start cleaning up all this pollen off of the deck and get the pool rinsed out one more time so we can add water in, I think tomorrow. And like I cleaned everything up, like I said the other day, and now today it's just full of the greenish yellow pollen from the pine trees. Yeah, just look at this. Like I mentioned, I had this all washed out and cleaned out. And now well, you can see all the pollen that washed down there with the rain over there. It's all over this. So I'm going to have to basically rinse this out again before we bring water in. Everything, God, it is everywhere. What a mess. There's some more. There's some more. All over the place. Ugh. Not fun. So let me know down in the comments if you guys have been dealing with any of this pine pollen, and if you like I actually cleaned some of the stuff up and now it's covered once again. So I'm hoping this is the end of it. But let me know, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Stay safe, have fun, be cool.